Happy birthday, Pisces. Welcome to your 2017 year ahead love spread. Today, we're going to touch on lessons that you've learned from last year, the challenges you're going to experience this year, and guidance for this year, and your personal theme. And we're going to get clarification or advice specifically for singles as well as for Pisces couples, okay? So, for those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I am available to answer any questions as well as to do private readings at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Okay, so the first card in the spread is the Fool, and this represents the lessons that you have learned from last year. And in regards to the Fool, this really is. And especially when embarking on the Fool's journey with the Major Arcana, this is a recognition of leaving things in the past and taking your life in a different direction. This could also indicate an acknowledgement of this change, but maybe some struggles that you're feeling regarding it. Maybe there's some parts of your life that are pulling at you, trying to get you to stay in the same space. However, the space that you're in is change, and it's really interesting when we're ready to change. No one can stop us. Just like when you see somebody who's going through a change, you can't stop that person from changing. So this is a really cool acknowledgement of a new start from you, leaving the past behind and moving forward in a new direction. So the next card indicates what you can expect in this next year, and this is the Wheel, which is really awesome because we have the Fool, which is at the beginning of the cycle. We have the number 10, so this has to do with a spiritual enlightenment. This has to do with you being in a heightened state this year. This is a very lucky card from you. This also is an acknowledgement of you accepting the balance between the good and the bad, and acknowledging that you can't have one without the other. The next card is the challenges of this year, and this is the Three of Swords. Now, this could indicate pain that you're holding on to from the past, and this could also be an acknowledgement of pain that's holding you back from moving forward, pulling at you, keeping you in the same state that you're in. But this has to do with heartache, grief that you've experienced, grief that you're working through. This is an acknowledgement of you needing to really process it. Okay. This is the Ten of Pentacles, which has to do with your strength. Embrace it. This has to do with strong family dynamics, strong family connections. This also has to do, family isn't necessarily specific to our blood family. This could also be close ties to friends. You have a great network around you. I want you to embrace those relationships because they're going to be the ones who are really going to pull you and help you through this changing process that you're going to go through. Now, the next card is advice for this next year. Now, we have a little bit of advice that we're going to cover here, but then we're going to go into specific advice for our singles and our couple Pisces, okay? But this is the High Priestess, and this has to do with the inner work within. This has to do with your deep spiritual development. This has to do with listening to that guiding light within you, and then also acknowledging the power that you have within to manifest the type of life that you want around you. You have the power to take your life in any direction that you want, and the High Priestess will help you get there. But however, the High Priestess wants you to embark on that journey yourself. Does that make sense to you? So you're really going to have to depend on your life experiences to help mold you and embark on this inner strength within. The next card has to do with guidance for this year, and this is the Emperor. This is an acknowledgement of living your life with love and kindness, which I think, especially with Pisces, it's something that comes very natural for you guys. You guys are very loving and very caring. And this has to do a lot with why people, I think, are drawn to you. You live your life with confidence, in honor of love and kindness. And this is what ultimately draws people to you. Embark on that strength. So your personal theme for this year is the King of Swords. This has to do with honesty. This also embarks on your analytical skills, being able to see through to the truth, and people admiring you for your sharp tongue. This also has to do with your intuitiveness, and this is going to help guide you through this year. So this year's theme is honesty. Listen to yourself, trust yourself, but ultimately I think it's going to be a very good year for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some cards in regards to love, okay, for my singles. Well, this is going to be a really good year for you, Pisces. Okay. So this is past, present, and future. So in your past, I think in regards to the Daughter of Pentacles, what this has to do is maybe not having a lot of experience, or maybe feeling like you don't have a lot of experience with successful relationships. This also really touches on your creative side and your optimistic nature that I think Pisces generally have a tendency to be in. But again, I think that you've had relationships that you've been in, however, they really haven't been of substance that you would desire, of depth. But right now in your present, this could indicate that somebody is entering your life, or maybe somebody is already present in it. And this is the Lover's card. This has to do with a union. This also has to do with a choice in regards to what path you want to take this relationship on. Do you want to walk alone, or do you want to be together? Deep commitment, soulmate connections, okay? In your future, what we have here is the Ten of Pentacles. Also, your theme is the Ten of Pentacles, or your strength. So we have that deep, your strength is that deep family connection. And ultimately, I really think that in the future, this has to do with you being in a loving, nurturing relationship with deep, serious commitment that, with that deep family connection that bonds you. This can indicate marriage, strong commitments, okay? Now I'm going to pull some cards for my couples. Okay. So the first card in the spread represents my couple's past, which has to do with the card of judgment. So I think in regards to you and your partner, this could indicate that you guys have been together for a long time, that you guys have gone through a lot of ups and downs, but you've been able to overcome those ups and downs, overcome a lot together. You guys are each other's strength. Right now, I think you guys are in a really good spot. We have the Emperor here, which, we have the Emperor and your general reading as well. But the Emperor has to do with a very loving, very caring state that you're in. And I really think that the Emperor is a wonderful, really captures the heart of a Pisces who is just very loving and very caring, a very good friend, very empathetic and nurturing. And I think that this really sums up your relationship, very caring, a very balanced relationship. The future is the Nine of Pentacles, and this has to do with a lot of pride, a lot of strength, an acknowledgement of being able to be on your own as well as with your partner. This could indicate, and I think that because we have gone through so much, that I think that you guys are really going to empower each other within your own right. As well as empower each other together, okay? So with that said, Pisces, I think that this is a very optimistic reading, and it looks like you guys are in store for a really good year. Single Pisces, you're going to have somebody entering your life this year, somebody of long standing with deep commitments, and I really think that this change that you're going through is going to be very rewarding, especially with, the luck and the promise with this spiritual enlightenment that we have with the wheel. You have a lot of things to be thankful for. I know that you are going to be working through this pain of the past, but ultimately, I think that you're really going to embrace it with the strength of your family. It seems very positive. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.